You've got a wee place in Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
How is it and what's happening over there?
Well, it's
How are you
safe.
feeling about it all?
I feel a bit discombobulated, to be honest. Like everyone in Los Angeles. I've had a place there for 15 years. We're in Beverly Hills, where luckily the fires haven't got to yet, because as I speak, there's big winds coming again.
Yeah.
They have these Santa Ana winds, a bit like the Mistrals you get in France. And when they come, they blow very big. And what you always hope is that with the fires that happen a lot in LA, you don't get a big fire breaking out at the same time as a really strong Santa Ana wind. And what happened was they got a 100-mile-an-hour wind, hurricane force, and it went whoosh, straight through the Pacific Palisades, which I said earlier to you, the size of Brighton. I mean, think about that.
It's huge.
So it's been devastating for LA. I hope we get through the next couple of days. Everybody does. No one feels safe. It's been the worst thing to happen to that city for an incredibly long time. And, you know, I'm sure there are strong people.
Do you think they'll bounce back?
Oh, no
Do you
question.
think Hollywood will bounce back? All of that will happen?
Yes, because ultimately, what's the choice? You either roll over and you just say, well, that's it, or you do what I think is a very American-spirited response to these things, which is roll your sleeves up and get back on your feet and keep moving forward. I'm sure they'll do that. But it's been, I mean, the number of people I know who've either lost their home, know people who have, or have been evacuated and have no idea. And it's an awful feeling, you know. I was talking to my wife, Celia, about this, who obviously you know well, about should we send somebody into a house and what would you take? You know, that sort of psychology of what do you grab if you think your house is about to go. Actually, what matters to you, and what was really interesting, it's not the material things which you can buy again. It's the little personal effects. Like our daughter was born in LA, and we got a lock of her hair from when she was born, which is from the hospital, which is in LA. It's that kind of thing, actually. And it reminds you, I guess, the old cliche, what's important in life. Actually, in the end, it's family, it's friends, it's personal things. It's not the material stuff which you can buy or not buy.
Now, look, you are always ahead of the curve.
Thank you.
And you're doing your own show on YouTube.
Yeah.
Millions of people have subscribed to this.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of freedom now, haven't you?
A lot of freedom. Well, I'm my own boss now. Because I just, as of January the 1st, I now,
do you not need somebody to rein you in?
Channel. So I'm now Piers Morgan Uncensored, and I own it. Imagine how dangerous that is.
This is very dangerous.
But no, it's very interesting. You know, talk about family. My 3 boys in particular, who are 31, 27, 24, they just don't watch television in the way that my generation did or other generations. And they watch content in a very different way. They'll still watch it. They'll see clips of you and I, but they won't have been watching live on television.
Right.
They'll watch it on social media. They'll pick it up. And mostly they'll watch it through YouTube. And I recognise this because they kept telling me, Dad, come on, you got to move with the times. And so I did. And I've just seen exponential growth on this YouTube channel. So we've got 3.6 million subscribers now. All the content gets millions of views. We did a special last night on the inauguration. Already had 1 million people watch it in about 8 hours. And it's just the way everything's going to go. We're currently, I'm the #1 British influencer on YouTube.
Are you?
Title I never thought I'd have. I'm #3 in the world now in terms of the numbers. So it's a really...
You must hate that. It must be awful.
I don't like being third. I mean, Susanna, who I just saw out the back, by the way, lovely to catch up with her. But she knows I need to win. So Joe Rogan's #1, and I'm coming for Joe Rogan.
Is that... Joe, look out.
Yeah. But the beauty is you can watch the content I'm doing anytime you like.
Well, that's the thing,
you're not tied
isn't it?
to a time or a schedule. You can just tune into YouTube and watch it.
But what about people who would misuse that sort of power? I mean, there is a temptation there to... We all know about fake news, you know...
Yeah, I mean,
that's a worry, isn't it?
It is a worry, and of course there are people that are going to do that. And my view of that is my job is to always remember that the most important thing are facts, right? You can have opinion about facts, and I'm a strong believer. Free speech is incredibly important. You and I should be able to disagree about anything we like.
Oh, absolutely.
But what you can't do is distort or invent facts.
Right.
And I think that that's the key thing for me on my show. I tend to get people from the left and the right, and they duke it out and they argue about whether it's Israel, Hamas, or Ukraine, Russia, US election, whatever it may be. But I want a spirited debate between smart people. I'm almost like the ringmaster. I'll give my views, but I don't come at it from an ideological, partisan, left or right perspective.
But you can correct them if somebody says
I
something
correct
that's
them all.
fundamentally untrue.
On both
you're
sides,
there to do that.
I can fact-check them in real time.
Right.
And that's really important, because a lot of disinformation flies around on social media, as we know, and you've got to stop the lies going round, you know, faster than you get your bootstraps on, as Churchill once said. So I think that's really important. But there's also a freedom about it, which I love. And I think that what YouTube has given me, and many people who are doing the same thing as me, if you've got opinions, you're not going to get cancelled on YouTube for expressing honestly held opinions.
Right.
The same cannot be said, I have to say, about... Actually, let's not go there.
Oh, let's.
I love ITV. We don't need to go back over that again.
No. Indeed, we do not. It is so good to see you.
Lovely to see
I
you.
do miss you. I really do. And yeah, it's just great to come back anytime
Well,
you
I'm
like.
only 5 minutes away, so if you ever want someone to come and just, you know, upset everybody and say terrible things, you know where to find me.
Well, that's a wrap for this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We have all the best moments from the show right here on the channel. And if you like this video, then we think you'll love this one. See you next time.